girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty.
Hey y'all, I'm looking a fucking mess. Okay, look, I got this oversized t-shirt on. Yeah, just don't even pay me no mind when I tell y'all I've been looking exactly like this the past few days. Thank God I got good hair, huh? Because what the fuck? Y'all, it's just been so much going on mentally with me. Just trying to really... Ooh, I just went over a train track. Gosh, I'm just... Man, I was just listening to somebody else's vlog. I was just watching another person's vlog, and you know, she kind of relates to me a whole lot with just attracting all these fucking broken people. And it's like, I was just saying this to one of my friends. Like, I feel like every time something good is happening in my life, or something where I've reached a new milestone in my life, like I get this light and this energy about me that starts attracting these fucking broken people that want to come in and enter my space and teach me a lesson or some shit that just gets me out of my element. And it's like, bro, can I fucking enjoy my accomplishments? Shit that I've worked so hard for in my fucking career. By the way, guys, I have a movie out that's on TUBI. It's called Gumbo 2. I'm a judge. My son is also in the movie. He's in 2 scenes. So if you get a chance, go check that out. But however, that's kind of something that's been going on. People have been sharing it and, you know, supporting me and loving me and, you know, appreciating me. So, but however, you know, I feel like I'm not even enjoying moments, and this happens every freaking time I reach a milestone. Something comes in and tries to distract me from me celebrating, when I should be out celebrating my fucking wins, celebrating where I am, the things that I'm doing. Like, I should be fucking celebrating, and I'm either fucking depressed or in bed or fucking crying or thinking about shit in my fucking head. And it's like, so don't ever look at me, y'all, and think that I have everything going on. Yes, it might seem that way career-wise and things, because I make stuff happen. That's just one thing about me. I'll make stuff happen. I get it done. But then there's also a lot of things about me, like putting myself in situations that I know isn't good for me. Dealing with people that are like, that just don't give a fuck about me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I always choose the wrong motherfuckers that don't give a shit about me, you know. And some things are my fault because, you know, I do put myself in situations that I know fucking well I'm not supposed to be in. And that's what I've been talking to my therapist about. But like she also said, you know, people say and do things differently. Like, it's sometimes people can say things but do something totally different. And we're taught, you know, actions over words, and then sometimes you're confused with the two when someone comes into your life and then they distract you, and next thing you know, you get in your feelings about stuff because you're with this person, you're doing certain things with this person, but then everything just eventually explodes in your fucking face, because then they're like, well, I didn't fucking say this. I'm fucking single. I can do what the fuck I want to do. Great, you know. But I always find it quite funny how people don't really have the balls to say that shit like that whenever they have you, you know, when you're good, you're quiet, you're not being annoying. And I'm just ranting right now, y'all, but it's what the fuck is going on right now. And like I said, they're just leaving you high and dry. Like, I don't give a fuck about you, you know. So, and it makes me feel sad. Like I was telling my therapist, I often put people first. I often don't even care about myself at times. put people first. I choose people over myself, and I'm so fucking tired of that. Do you know how far I can be right now, career-wise, mentally, physically, if I stop giving these motherfuckers the benefit of a fucking doubt? If I really put myself first, the same energy that I put into these other motherfuckers, if I put that shit wholeheartedly into myself with healing and loving myself. And I know that shit. You know, I know that. But let me tell y'all something. Liking a person don't get you no motherfucking where. It don't get you no fucking where. So, the next time you find yourself caring about somebody, you know deep down don't give a fuck about you, even if they give you just a little bit of hope. They're just draining you mentally. You can't even enjoy the places you're at, the spaces you're in, the people you're around, the good things that are happening in your fucking life. Because then you're all in your head because you feel like you're a messed up individual for even feeling broken about somebody or something that you know don't give a shit about you. But then you're human at the end of the day, so yes, you do give a fuck. You give a fuck about shit. Like, I'm tired of fucking playing games with people. I'm tired of not being my full self. I'm tired of having to fucking play games right with you. Because that's what the world says I have to fucking do. I have to be like what the world says I have to be. Like, I have to play these little fucking games. Knowing damn well I'm not with that shit. Like I made a TikTok today. I don't know when I'm gonna post it, but like, ain't no way I wanna ever be the fucking villain. Like, I wanna be myself. I wanna be who I am. This kind person, this giving person, this person that makes sacrifices for people, this person that makes you feel loved, this person that'll go over and beyond for you. Like, that's me. Like, I want to love you out loud. Like, I want to show you that I love you. Like, that's me. Like, why do I have to keep bending? Because the world says I have to keep fucking bending or pretending or faking. Like, that shit gets so exhausting. And this was the first time ever, but I broke down to my therapist. You know, and some things I do blame on myself, and it's like, you know, I'm trying to give myself grace for healing and for taking the steps to heal, but I also feel like I want to get it right away. Like, I put boundaries down, like I put those boundaries down there, you know. I was doing good, but then I recently learned there's another fucking thing that you have to keep reinforcing boundaries. Like, there's so much shit you have to keep learning and unlearning and relearning. Like, when does it fucking end? Like, I'm just so frustrated, like, because things are not always perfect in my life. Like, you get this fucking side of me where I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I feel stuck. I think I'm doing good and I'm not. And it's just like, when does this fucking end, you know? When does everything make sense and the lessons stop and the healing is at 100%, even though that shit will never be at 100%. You know, healing is something that's ongoing, and I'm learning this day by day that we have to keep healing. You know, there's always something new that you're gonna have to keep having to heal, having to fix about yourself. And I'm no way a perfect person. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. Sometimes I apologize too fucking much, if you ask me. But I don't want to stop apologizing if I feel like an ounce of me is wrong. Like, if I feel like I hurt you, or I let something spiral out of control. I lost my temper, I lost my cool, I yelled at you. Like, me apologizing is still me. That's who I am. Like, I don't want to ever lose that. but I also don't want a motherfucker to take advantage of me. So I'm in a situation to where I'm just kind of straddling the fence between two different things, you know, this beginning of a healed version of myself, and then also thinking about things that I used to tolerate that I'm not gonna fucking tolerate, but then also realizing that, okay, Elena, you have to communicate these things too. You have to learn how to communicate your feelings, and also not only communicating, because even when I started to communicate, like, sometimes you can communicate in a shitty fucking way, and I'm just so tired of that, you know, just kind of learning that balance. And it gets so frustrating sometimes. Look at me, I look like a fucking bum right now. It's one of my Air Force shirts. I worked for the Air Force one time when I went on tour with them for a VR headset. But it's like, man, it's just, you know, you've dealt with so many messed up individuals before. Don't get me wrong, like, I've had my share of my ways, and one thing about now is I'm not, once I really sit and think about it, I'm not afraid to say that I have my ways. I do. Most are some things that, you know, I've had to, maybe it's trauma, and I've you know, I've talked about that with my therapist, mostly like abandonment issues, attachment issues, clinging on to certain things. And then there's a lot of shit that I fucking went through with people, and it's like, I don't ever want to become like the people who hurt me. So I'm like, I'm trying my best to heal. I'm taking the steps to, you know, get the help that I need. I'm doing all this. And sometimes I just feel like it's not working, or it's not enough. And it gets frustrating, you know, because you're trying, you know who you are. Or maybe you don't know who you are, but you know who you are at the core. You know your values, you know your principles, you know your boundaries, you know the kid that you have inside of you, and your most genuine and authentic self is inside of you. But you can't even release that sometimes because people just don't want to see that no more. So I do feel stuck right now. I feel stuck, you know. I'm blessed. I know I'm blessed. I'm so blessed. I just feel stuck because there's just a lot going on mentally. A lot of things you feel like you don't want to put up with that shit. Then you feel bad for not wanting to pull up with it. You feel bad for putting boundaries down. You feel bad for this and for that. Then the shit becomes a whole fucking circus. Then you don't know why the fuck you're even mad in the fucking first place. But I do know one thing. We need to start, when someone shows you the first red flag about them, and I'm going to end this vlog with this. Leave. When someone shows you the very first red flag that you don't like, that's not doable, that's not acceptable to you, that's not to your liking, it's not to your standards, that's not who you are at the core, not what you want at the core, you see something, walk away. Walk away. No matter how much you like that person, no matter how much you want to care about this person, how much potential you see in that person, no matter how much you feel like you respect that person, walk the fuck away. Because it ain't even fucking worth it. It ain't worth your mental health. It ain't worth your peace, your sanity, none of that shit, you know? So, and just don't become like the people that hurt you. Try not to. I'm working on that right now, is really releasing some of that trauma, so I don't become like the people that hurt me. Because I do find in some ways where I'm like being like slightly like, you know, you're becoming like the people who hurt you. You're becoming a horrible communicator, like people who communicated horribly with you. You're shutting down because people shut down with you before. You're running away because you're fucking scared, because people have fucking left you there to fucking rot. So you're becoming like those people. So you're projecting onto new people, even though they do have some ways with them. And that's what's the confusing part sometimes, because some people do have those ways with them. So you're just kind of going back and forth. Like I said, it's a big fucking circus. But what I would say is this: the first red flag you see, run. I hope you guys have a good day, a better day than I'm having. So I'm about to go up here and get me something to eat, okay, y'all? But I love you guys, and thank you so much for listening to this vent session. I'm thinking about making this just little. I'm already at like 15 minutes, so I'm thinking about making just this section like a piece that I put out there, because mental health is important. Even the people that you think they're shining so bright like a diamond, they have everything going for themselves. They have this light, this big bubbly personality. They're doing so good in their career. They're healthy, or they're good relationship with their kids, their parents, their siblings, whatever it is. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors, because we all struggle in some capacity. Everybody has some type of fucking trauma. We all struggling with something, and that's one thing I am learning. I'm learning to give grace. Sometimes I've given too much grace, but I'm learning to give grace. But I'm at the stage right now where I also want to give grace for my fucking self when I fuck up. When I get off track. When I become a little like the people that have hurt me. And that's where I am now. I want to give myself some grace, because you've been through a lot. So, anyway, I love you guys so much. And I'm going to be better. I'm going to bounce back. But thank you so much for listening. And maybe somebody else needed to hear what I'm ranting about today. Maybe somebody else going through what I'm going through today. So I'm being my voice. I want to keep it real, raw, and uncut. That's just me. I'm not faking anything about myself. I have my days. I have my good fucking days. When I tell you I have my most amazing days, but I also have my bad days. Okay? So anyways, let me get down before it starts raining. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I love you guys. Mwah. And one more thing. Sometimes people don't realize who the fuck you are. And sometimes you don't even realize who the fuck you are. Let that shit sink in, because we give people chances that is not even on your fucking level. Oh my God, I'm gonna just end this right here, because this shit is so fucking real. And I look a mess. But we give people chances who are not even on our fucking level. You fucking know that shit. So you need to own that shit. You need to boss the fuck up. These people are never on your fucking level. They can't even fucking touch you. They're not on your fucking level. Stop giving them chances. Like, stop trying to heal these fuckers. Like, some people are fucking living in their fucking karma. Stop trying to save these motherfuckers. They're living in their fucking karma. They did some fucked up shit. Stop trying to fucking save people. Like, these people are not on your fucking level. Spiritually, mentally, financially, intellectually, none of that shit. Like, fashionable either. Like, they be looking like, I'm not even gonna be mean. Like, because some people are not even on your fucking level. And that's not even in a bad way. It's just like, you're not on my fucking level. What can you bring to me? Oh, Lord. I'm so busy trying to bring value and peace and happiness to other people. What the fuck are you bringing to me? What the fuck? Okay, bye.